Hi guys, my name's Sam and this is my very first video on YouTube. Please excuse the posters in the background, hi Katniss, and the crappy quality of the video. My actual camera decided to be rude and it wasn't going to tape for me, so I have to do this on my computer even though I really don't want to, but I am. So this is my very first video and I thought I'd start with a favorites video, and this isn't a monthly favorites video because I just sort of have favorites that I use all the time, so I thought I'd just talk about that. And if you want to do a different monthly video, I could always do a monthly book favorite or a monthly movie favorite because I have a ton of books and a ton of movies, but I don't really have monthly favorites because I am a poor college kid and I have no money, so I can't buy anything monthly. So if you want to do a different kind of favorites video, let me know in the comments below and we can figure that out. So let's get started. The very first thing I have is this Not Your Mother's Way to Grow Leave-In Conditioner, and it has this Proca pill that's supposed to make your hair grow, and because my hair is short I can't really tell because my hair grows really fast when it's short anyway. So I can't really tell if it's making it grow or not, but I really like it as just a regular old leave-in conditioner because I don't shower every day. I shower every other day, calm down, but I don't shower every day. You're not supposed to, that's the rule. So I don't shower every day, but I use this right after I shower because it tells you to put it in damp hair and comb it through. I just do it with my fingers and then I style it. And I feel like it keeps the style a lot better, so, you know, I do my hair like this a lot, and it keeps that better, and it keeps better after I sleep on it. A lot of times I wake up and it's sticking up all over the place, and it's a mess, and I have to, you know, get it to stick back down, but when I use this, it stays flat, but not so flat that it doesn't look like you have volume. Like, you still have volume, but it keeps it together, and I feel like this keeps it less frizzy as well because my hair gets pretty frizzy, like you can sort of tell right now because I didn't use this today because I'm running really low, but it keeps it less frizzy, which I really like, and it's really nice. And I just got this at Ulta. My grocery store, of course, doesn't sell this. They sell everyone but this because that's the way that my life works. But I got it at Ulta and it was like $7, but I also have an Ulta card, which gets me points or whatever. If you want to hear about that, let me know. The next thing I have is also from Ulta, and this is an Ulta Sheer Fragrance Mist. And I have it in the, I was going to say flavor, but it's not a flavor. In the scent, Passionberry Vanilla. And I really like this because it's a really light scent, but it still makes you smell good. You know, like there's sometimes when you just get like a body mist like this, it can sort of dissipate like right after you use a lot of times. And this I can still smell like hours later, which is nice. So it's sort of like a weird combination of like a body mist and a perfume, because a perfume lasts like all day and it's really strong, but a body mist is, you know, like so light and watery that you basically lose the scent right away. So that one's sort of a nice combination, and that one's a really light scent, and it's fruity, and I don't always pick up notes of vanilla, but it's still there, and I actually love it so much that I got a travel size one for my backpack, and I actually got that for free because my dad found it at his work, so I basically got almost a full bottle for free. It's totally worth it, and you can see I've had it for a couple months and I've used this much of it already, and so like you don't have to use a lot. I just spray it on my arm and rub it together, and like twice on my body, and I always do over my head because I'm a weirdo. Like I said, I love it so much that I bought a little travel size one to go in my backpack, so it's really nice and totally worth it. I don't know how much it actually costs, but worth it. The next thing I got is also from Ulta. Well, the next couple of things are from Ulta. And this is the Ulta Legendary Lengths lengthening mascara, and it comes in this red bottle container, and it has a plastic wand. I don't know, you can't see it because my video is crap, but it has this plastic wand rather than the wand with, you know, like fibers? No. Bristles? No, because this is still bristles. I don't know what I'm talking about, you guys. I pretend like I know what I'm doing with makeup, but I don't. So this is a plastic wand and not a fiber bristle wand or whatever. Anyway, it's also flexible. I don't know if you can... Oh, yeah, you can see it. So, I really like this because I feel like it... and this is in jet black. To me, it actually darkens my lashes. Like, it actually makes them black. As opposed to some other mascaras, I feel like just sort of the mascara goes on and doesn't really do anything. And this, I feel like it really does lengthen my lashes. And I just use a little brush like this. I don't know if this is an eyebrow brush, I guess, that has the bristles on this side and then like a comb on this side. And I just use the comb to comb the mascara through so there's no clumps, because I don't like the clumps, and I don't like that new mascara that is like the chaos one that you make it clumpy. I feel like that's so messy, but if you're into that, good for you, but I'm not. So I just use this little comb to comb it through, and I feel like that really makes my lashes look longer. So I got that for free in a little, bag at Ulta, and if you want to hear about that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll tell you all about that in another video. The next thing I have is this Ulta eyeshadow brush, and the brush looks like this, and it's sort of, it's flexible, but it's still a little bit harder. And I like this because I do eyeliner on my waterline, and I like to set it with eyeshadow so that it stays all day. And this is a really nice brush, and it's an eyeshadow brush, obviously, so it's meant to do stuff like that. So I like this to use to put eyeshadow on my waterline to set it in place, and that's what I've been using this for. And I actually used it today. I used the mascara today too. You're not going to be able to see it though because my video is crap, but I used it just to put eyeshadow on my waterline, and I used this eyeshadow by Ulta. This one right here, this gold one, and it's called Aztec Gold, and I got this quad again in a free little bag from Ulta, and I can tell you about that if you want to know. But so I just used that to sort of make my eyes look wider, and I don't know if it worked because it looked cool up close, and it's a really nice color, the Aztec Gold. Like if you use it on your whole eyelid, it would be really nice, but I just used it on my waterline, and I feel like it maybe made my eyes look wider, but it looks much better up close than it does far away. Far away I can barely see it, but I did it anyway, so there you go. The next thing I have is this Wet n Wild-Fergie Centerstage collection palette, and this is a Reflect and Shimmer palette, and it's in A045 Rosé Champagne Glow. That's a mouthful. And it looks like this. Probably can't see it because video. Oh, there you go. And if you can see it, I use it as a highlight, and I'm sure that's what a lot of people use it for, but it's got the champagne color in it, and it's got a lot of pinks, and it's sort of like marbled. I don't know if you can see. It's like marbled, and let me see if I can swatch a little bit for you. You're not going to be able to see it. Oh, there you can see a little bit of the shimmer. So it's just sort of shimmery, and I use it as a highlight, and I just sort of did this. I used this today. So you're also not going to be able to see that. Maybe a little bit, so right there. Oh. Anyway, so I used this today, and I just used blush and this as a highlight, but my mom actually mixes this with her regular blush to, make the whole thing all shimmery, and it looks really nice. And I did that once before, but I like this as just like a highlight. And I did it as a highlight, but then I blended it in with a blush brush. So I I guess you could do that too. I don't know. I don't know how to make up, so I just pretend like I do. The next thing I have is this E.L.F, or I don't know, do you say it E.L.F or do you say it E.L.F? A lot of people say E.L.F, so I'm going to say E.L.F. This E.L.F Acne Fighting Gel Acne Treatment, and it comes with a little, it's just clear, and with this little roller ball, and it's just used to treat acne and to prevent new acne blemishes. So I use this at night and I just roll it on any blemishes I might have or that might be coming, and it works really well for me. And because it's E.L.F, it's only, you know, like a couple of dollars, so it's not like you're breaking bank buying this stuff, which is nice for me because I'm a college kid. So I use that and it seems to work really well for me, so I'd say try it out because it's only a couple of bucks, and if it works, awesome, and if not, throw it out. You only waste a couple of dollars. The next thing I have is another E.L.F product. This is the E.L.F Lip Exfoliator, and it looks like lipstick. Let me show you. It looks like lipstick, but if you turn it, see, it looks all different. It's because it's a sugar scrub, so it comes like a lipstick, and this is a, like, real life legit, it's sugar. It smells like sugar. I'm sure it's brown sugar and regular sugar in here. And sorry, it smells so good. I'm just like sniffing it. Again, I use it at night. Usually I use it a lot more in the winter time because my lips get more chapped in the winter, and I just sort of roll it. No, not roll it. I put it on, but to scrub it out, I do it in circular motions on the bottom and on the top. And I do it with the actual stick, and then I do it again with my finger, and you do it on with your lips damp, and then after you've scrubbed it all, you take like a wet paper towel or wet tissue and you just wipe it off, like the sugar part, and then I use EOS or EOS, however you say it, chapstick right after to keep my lips really moisturized and to keep it from chapping. So I use EOS, although I've heard people use the little pots of Vaseline, but my Target only sells the one with the tint. I don't need that because I'm going to sleep, so whatever. So I use EOS, and like I said, you just use it right afterwards so that your lips stay moisturized. The next thing I have is Essie nail polish, and this is just a general, Essie is my favorite. I mean, I like this color, but I really like Essie in general, and this color looks like this, sorry. And it's called Imported Bubbly, so it's like a nice neutral champagne color, but this is really sheer, so you have to do like 2 coats to make it look like, you know, it's not just like a top coat or something. But I kind of like that because there's a lot of times that I don't really want to wear a heavy nail polish, so I just use that. But there's also a lot of times that I don't know what nail polish to use, so I use that then as well because it's just sort of a neutral color, and you can really only see it, like I'm not wearing it right now, but like it would be flat and then people would be able to see it like when the sun hits it, so it's not overpowering, and I kind of like that when I don't know what color to use. The next thing I have is this cookie, and I made these cookies last night, and they're so good. There's white chocolate chips in them, regular chocolate chips in them, and this is a recipe from the Pioneer Woman, Bree Drummond, and it's amazing. It's like a combination of like a brownie and a cookie, and there's chocolate, so duh. She calls it a chocolate white chocolate cookie, and that to me was too many chocolates, so I just call it triple chocolate cookie. And it's basically triple chocolate because it's cocoa powder and semi-sweet chocolate chips and white chocolate chips, and it is bomb. I will link the recipe below because you have to try it because it's so good and it's so easy. The recipe says it makes 30 cookies, and I'm sure that's probably how many mine made, or almost 30 cookies. So you should definitely try it out because it's so good. Anyway, you should definitely try it out because it's really, really good. Only if you like chocolate though, because if you don't like chocolate, obviously you're not gonna like it. it, but if you don't like chocolate, get a grip. I'm just kidding. Anyway, my next favorite is a movie, and this is Jupiter Ascending with Mila Kunis and Channing Tatum, and oh my gosh, you guys, this movie was amazing. This was a movie that I really wanted to see, but I don't know, like, I didn't think it was worth it to spend $10 to go see it in the movie theater, which sounds really dumb now because I paid like $23 for the DVD, but that's not the point because I'll have the DVD for the rest of my life. But I get that way sometimes, that there's movies that I want to see, but I don't necessarily want to spend the $10 to go see it in the movie theater, so I wait till it comes out on DVD. But this one I really, really, really wanted to see, but I didn't go see it in the theater, so I found it at Target, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this because this looked really good. And it was, you guys, and it was so good, and it was so action-packed, but there was still, like, not down parts, but there was, like, parts where it focused on other things besides the action. But I'm not usually into sci-fi stuff, but this is sci-fi to me, and it was really good. Like, don't even talk to me about it because it's so good. Like, that's all I can say about it. That's literally all I can say about it. It was so good. You have to go see it for yourself because it's amazing. And Mila Kunis and Channing Tatum, like, duh. Why would you not, right? Definitely check this out because it's really good. The last favorite I have is this Mandala Magic coloring book, and this is one of those, the new adult coloring books. I don't know how new they are, I say it like they're brand new, but I found this at Michael's. Here's one that I already colored. And let me find the other one that I colored already. So I found this at Michael's, and you could probably find them at Joann's too, Joann's fabric store, because it's also like a fabric and craft store. Here's the other one I colored. And like I said, I found it at Michael's, but I know they definitely sell them on Amazon because this is just like a Michael's brand one, I feel like. Or it's Barron's. I don't know. But there were the other ones that I saw them everywhere on Facebook by, was her name Joanna, I think? I don't know. But it was like Magic Kingdom or Magic Garden or something. Anyway, I know those you can definitely find on Amazon, and I'd get them again because it's really fun, and it's super relaxing. Like, if you ever are like stressed out, or you just feel like, do you ever feel like you want to do something but you don't want to watch TV, and you don't want to go on the computer, and you don't want to read? Like, that's what I do. I color instead, because what else are you gonna do? So I've been coloring in them, and they're super fun and easy. And let me show you the colored pencils I got because they're super cute, and these aren't part of my favorites, and I'll tell you why. Let me show you one first because they're super cute. Look how tiny they are. Isn't that cute? And that's not like, look, that's how they all are. Let me show you, because it's not like I used it so much that now, like, I've sharpened it so many times. That's how it looks. But I don't like it. I just don't like these because they don't tell you the color name. And that's a really stupid reason not to like colored pencils, but they're also really short. So I feel like it's cute. Like, when you first open them, you're like, oh, these are so cute. Like, they're so short. Oh my gosh. But then you start using them and you're like, oh, but now I'm going to go through these colored pencils a lot faster than I normally would because they're super short. But they also don't tell you the color names, which is probably just like an OCD weird pet peeve of mine. Like, I just like to see the color names, and that doesn't really matter, but I'm just a dork. So that is something I don't like about it, and like I said, they're super short, so I feel like you'll go through them really fast. But other than that, they're really nice, but that's why they're not a favorite. But that's what I've been using for that. Because I didn't want to use crayons. I feel like colored pencils you can get like into the smaller places easier, if that makes sense. But those are all my favorites, and like I said, it's not my favorites for this month, it's just sort of my favorites in general. And if you want to do a monthly thing, like I said, I can do books or movies because I have tons of those, and if you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. And I've been thinking about doing other videos, like I don't know, sort of almost rant videos, and that's probably because I think I'm Jenna Marbles, but I'm really not Jenna Marbles. But I was thinking about doing that, and if that would interest you, let me know. If not, whatever, I'll probably post them anyway. So definitely check back, and definitely give this video a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe, because I'm sure I'll be back really soon, and maybe you can watch me rant about things, and maybe it'll be funny, because sometimes I'm funny, or so I'm told, or so I think in my brain, which is probably wrong. So I will see you guys in my next video.